Oh man, so Fantom is up around 8% as we're getting a really strong 4 hourly bounce on both Bitcoin and Fantom. We're going to take a look at the Fantom chart really shortly, and today's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to spend some time looking at some fundamental metrics. Now, you're going to have to forgive me for the setup. I know the audio's not the best. I know the video's not the best right now. I'm on this annoying, noisy road right here with the background noise not going to be great. But stay with me to the very end because this content is going to be what you're looking for and it's going to be different. We're going to look at the charts, we're going to do some technicals, but I'm going to show you some fundamentals on Fantom and you're not going to want to miss it. So let's get straight into it. Let's look at the charts. And what we can see first and foremost is Fantom is still in this descending wedge. So let's get the bad news out of the way first. We're still in this downward trend. We can't say that we've broken out yet towards an upward trend, but it's a really good, strong 4-hourly candle. You can see we wicked out of the wedge here, which is very important. But more importantly, we didn't create a new low below this low here. Now, we're not out of the woods until we get a clear breakout. We may even see a retest. So what I mean by that is we could get a 4-hourly breakout, a retest of this trend line, and then a break to the upside. Until we break this line here, okay, $1.50, until we break this horizontal line here, we're not out of the woods, okay? So very important that we see this breakout to the upside and head higher than this high for us to flip this on Fantom again, bringing out the EMA ribbon. On the 4-hourly, we're still negative, right? Look how beautifully, well, in the negative term, look how beautifully it's hugging the EMA ribbon as resistance and struggling to break through. So until we get a break past this wedge, get above our EMA ribbon and start trending to the upside, we're not flipping bullish just yet here on the 4-hourly. Let's switch over to the hourly to see if the scene's any different on the hourly. And what you'll see is that 4-hourly candle, if we close above the EMA ribbon, will give us a bullish swing on the hourly. However, we have to remember we've done that before, right? If I just remove that, you can see we've done this a few times here. So we flip bullish there, we flip bullish here. And this is what happens when you're trading, in a bit more of an erratic pattern, which is what Fantom is doing right now. Now, let's flip over to Bitcoin, because as we know, and head back over to the 4-hourly, this is all based on what Bitcoin is doing right now. And what we can see right now from Bitcoin is that we are still in the same pattern, right? We're still in this descending triangle, which has a higher probability of breaking to the downside, unfortunately. So we need to keep an eye on this. But similarly, if we can get a bounce above this EMA ribbon, if we can get a 4-hourly close above this ribbon, then we can flip bullish on the 4-hourly chart. But you can see how the bears have pushed us back down. We were wicking above our EMA ribbon, but the bears have pushed us back down. So it doesn't look like in the next 20 minutes or so left for this 4-hourly candle, we're going to close above our EMA ribbon. So we're still bearish on the 4-hourly for Bitcoin. But that is not the full purpose of this video. Because what I wanted to do in this video, and hopefully you guys appreciate this, so smash up the likes and subscribe. But what I want to do is touch upon some of the more fundamental reasons that you may want to be thinking about Fantom. Now, I've spoken at length about layer 1 technologies and why they're important, why we need to be involved in layer 1, because Ethereum of its own cannot be the be-all and end-all. We know that. We know we haven't reached mass adoption yet, and therefore there's plenty of room for great layer 1 technologies that are fast, that are scalable, that are decentralized, and Fantom ticks all of those bills. But what I want to show you is how undervalued Fantom is right now. So if you head over to DeFi Llama, this is where you can see some of the DeFi value locked in some of these great projects. And what you can see is obviously Ethereum still the top. You can see that total value locked 157 billion. You've then got BNB sitting at 16 billion, Terra sitting at 12 billion, which we covered off in yesterday's video, Solana sitting at 11 billion. And if we go down to 8th spot, the quiet one here is Fantom, sitting at 4.4 billion. Now, the interesting thing I want to note is not this column, and I mentioned this before, it's this column here. So look at the market cap to total value locked ratio. Think of this like, if for those of you who invested in stocks, think of this like as your price to earnings multiple, right? This is really important to look at to see a valuation that people are putting on the market. So the market cap to total value locked in this case for Ethereum is 3 times the amount of total value locked. So Ethereum will be sitting at about 3 times this number, which is about 450 billion in market cap. But look how unfair this is. BNB 5.5, 1.8 here for Terra, Solana at 4.8, 2.2 for Avalanche, 1.6 for Tron. But go down to Fantom, 0.8. And I've raised this on numerous videos. We've looked at this numerous times on numerous videos. How is it that Fantom is so severely undervalued in terms of its pure fundamentals? We know it hasn't had the hype. We know it hasn't had the attention that a Solana or an Avalanche or a Tron or any of these have had. And that is what makes me see this as a gem with so little value placed on its total TVL, which is 4.4 billion here. Okay, so let's put this into context. If we had a multiple of this, let's use Ethereum's multiple of 3. Let's round this up to 3. Then we could take 3 times this number. Okay, so let's call it 12 billion, or let's call it let's do 4.4 times 3. Let's call it 13.2. And if we do 13.2 divided by the current market cap, which is about 3.5 billion, we are seeing that we're still undervalued by 3.7 times. There's a 3.7 to 4x undervaluation in Fantom. So straight away, if Fantom is sitting at, let's take the latest price right here. If Fantom is sitting at 1.3, we can already price in a 3.9 just using Ethereum's multiple of total value locked to market cap, which is amazing. You should really open your eyes about how undervalued this is. Not from a hype perspective, not from anything else, but the amount of actually total value locked in. And you can delve into this. Click into Fantom and look at the DeFi. Look at how we were going across. Look at from September, we were covering Fantom a long time ago in here. But look at since this pickup, look at how we've just exploded. And we've not just fallen straight back down, it's maintained this new level, ready for its next pickup in total value locked. You can see some of the biggest projects, how they're growing. I mean, obviously now the market is down, so you're seeing a whole bunch of red in terms of total value locked, so people are taking their money out. But you can see that if you click into any of these projects, let's click on AnySwap, for example, which is one of the platforms which we know. Look at how much value is locked. It's just massive, and it's growing rapidly. Now, that's not all I want to look at. Also, what I want to look at is the following. And guys, if you appreciate this content, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe. Pinned comment will be the link to our free public Discord channel. Support the channel and enjoy more content like this for you guys. So Fantom is sitting here at 1.37 currently, roughly, based on this, right? Now, this is market cap of. All it does, it says, if Fantom was at the market cap of Ethereum, what price would Fantom be? And we could do the math ourselves, but this saves us the time. So if Fantom was the same market cap as Ethereum, that implies 134x. That would mean Fantom is sitting at $183, guys. That's 134x. Anybody who is unable to quantify that or be patient for such an amount, sure, what are they in this industry for? What are you trying to do, right? What's the point chasing pump coins where your money can end up being zero when you can put it in solid projects like Fantom, wait and let this do its work? And by the way, do you think Ethereum's going to stay at its current market cap? No. Ethereum's already been far higher than it is currently, and it's going to continue to multiply. It's going to 3x, 4x, 5x, and more, right? We don't think Ethereum's going to stop there. ETH 2.0 eventually, when it gets launched, it's going to pick up. We don't have mass adoption yet. So that increases the ceiling for these layer one solutions to continue to do well. Okay, let's say we don't think it's going to go that high. Let's use Solana. What if we just got to Solana's market cap? And we've already seen, from a market cap perspective, Solana is sitting at $175. This would take Fantom to $21, which is a 15.5x, not to be snubbed at. Okay, let's take Cardano. That's a $16 Fantom, 11.8x. So anybody who's worried right now that is Fantom a good idea? Should I be selling my Fantom I bought in at $2 or $2.50? Don't panic. Hold the course, like I've said. Do some research like I've just done with you. I'm just sitting here, having a chill with you guys, going through this. You guys can do this as well. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. Just take some time to research and build your conviction. And you can do this with a whole bunch of different coins, right? You can pick, what if we have it at the market cap of Avalanche? I mean, let's do a silly one. Let's say we got to the market cap of Bitcoin. That's a 264x on Fantom. But more realistically, what if we got to a market cap of Terra? You can see that's a 6.4x. And then you can start getting an understanding of, okay, I think Fantom might not get to a Solana level, but I think it definitely deserves to be at a Luna level. Therefore, I'm going to price myself in at about $8. So if I'm picking up Fantom today at 1.3, straight away, I've got a 6.4x locked in because there's no reason it should be valued less than Luna, right? So that's how you can start to do your research, get an idea, look at DeFi Llama as well. I mean, when you start looking at this, what I shared with you is just the absolute no-brainer. Look at all these great projects on here. Look at how they're growing. And even these projects, guys, get involved in the ecosystem in Fantom. Once you've applied a certain portion of your portfolio in Fantom, feel free to look at some of the projects in Fantom that are involved with Fantom. Look at Guys Finance. We spoke about Tomb Finance on this channel. We spoke about Spooky Swap, which is the decentralized exchange on Fantom. These ones are the ones which are unique to Fantom. Guys Finance, Tomb Finance, Boo. Look at Scream, which again, you can earn some great yields on Scream. I know a lot of people taking risks doing that. Spirit Swap, another good swap. Check these projects out. Look at how they're growing. Obviously, they're much smaller market caps. Therefore, they're higher risk, higher volatility. But if you apply a little bit of your portfolio to something you're not going to be scared if it goes, then you can get some big moves on those as well. So if you believe in Fantom, then invest a little bit in the space as well, and you would do pretty well. there you go, guys. Let's finish off on the charts. Like I said, on Fantom, a good 4-hourly candle. We're not out of the mud until we, one, get a break out of here, two, get a retest, create a new high above 1.5. That's what we want to see. That's what's important right now. And if we can see that, then we can start getting bullish again. Like I always say, it's going to depend on Bitcoin. But the fundamental reason for this video is to get you guys looking at some of these fundamentals. Really understand what is going on with these projects. I know it can be a little abstract, right? With crypto, I get a lot of people saying, yeah, with stocks, I know how to value stocks, but with crypto, I don't know how to. Well, there is always a way. Find the fundamentals. And that's what this channel will try to bring you to, is a blend between technicals and fundamentals. And when you blend the two together, and your technicals are telling you one message, and your fundamentals are telling you another message which matches, then you have the highest level of conviction. Then you're going to be able to ride out the tough times. You're going to be able to buy when the price is on a discount. You're not going to be scared. You're not going to panic. You're going to understand it's a bargain. And that's what I want you to try and do. You should be looking at this Fantom sitting there at $1.30 going, I don't need the market to tell me that it's a good price or not. I know when it's a good price because I did my research. And so just because everything else is red and people are fleeing and they're panicked or my portfolio is 30% down, it doesn't matter. I've done my research. I know what it's supposed to be. And I'm going to be the last one laughing when we get a 10x from here and just get to a lunar valuation, right? That's what we're seeing right now, let alone when the whole market grows and the whole market cap of the industry and all alts go as well. So there you have it, guys. There's your update on Fantom. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.